welcome back to my channel. I feel like a hot mess mom lately, like just living day by day and just being overwhelmed and feeling a little crazy. Speaking of crazy, oh my goodness. But I will share more of that next week and what I'm doing to help that and overcome the frustrations and stuff of motherhood, some good mental health stuff. So yeah, that will be next week if you're interested. Right now I am a lobster. I am burnt again. I feel like this last couple months of Alberta summer has wrecked my skin. That is just burnt and then healed and then burnt and then healed, and I have been so rough on my skin and I should smarten up. And right now it's 32 degrees outside and we have been inside all day, and sometimes we'll be in the basement because we have a nice cool basement. But yeah, I have not been too nice to my skin lately and I'm kind of hurting. But we got back from a trip. We went to Sylvan Lake yesterday. I'm literally filming this Saturday at 3 o'clock and it has been crazy. It has been crazy unpacking and just kind of situating back into routine and getting the boys all good. The boys didn't burn. Levi's back got a little burned, but Lewis and I were burned, and yeah, Eric and Jack were fine. So yeah, we're getting back to our normal, back to our routine, and just figuring what that looks like after a trip, doing laundry and getting meals figured out and dishes and cleanup and unpacking and all that good stuff. But I wanted to share with you some tricks and hacks that I use for traveling. Now I have 3 boys. I have a 5-year-old, Jack, a 2-year-old Levi, he will be 3 in September, and Eric just turned 1 on June 15th. So a wide range of ages, a wide range of interests, and yeah, one of my hacks, I had actually seen a mom, oh my goodness, it was back when we went to Vancouver as a little family of 4, which seems so long ago, was one of the tricks that I looked into for that Vancouver trip. So, and it has worked out so good. Like, Jack expects it now. It's so cute. So all the road trips that we go on, I have a special little bag for each boy. Now this year, it's funny because we had done a shed clean out on, I think it was Wednesday, because it was one of the least hot days of the week. And so Lewis we have a big fire pit out this way in the master bedroom. I'm in the master bedroom, so it's up that way behind our shed. And we had done a closet clean out. Now Lewis has lanterns up there, and you can just hook them up to like a propane tank and stuff. So we had all these little insulated little bags. They like zip close and they've got a handle on them. So it worked good for like water bottles. It worked good for having their hats at hand because we knew it was going to be a hot day. Not as hot as it was, but a good day. So I think Lewis had like 5 of them, but I grabbed 3, 1 for each of the boys, and I labeled them with each of their own colors because obviously Levi doesn't quite read. So they're all labeled. If I could read, Eric is yellow. Levi was orange, upside down, backwards, there. Levi's orange. And blue, because he can read, was Jack, which is a little faded now. But so I had just things collected. Now most of the time I like to have like new toys, new to them, new toys that they can play with that's specific to this trip, so it's something new and can like grab their attention stuff. But with timing and obviously like budget and stuff, we wanted to stick pretty close to not overspending. So this is some of the things that we had in there. So when my boys are in the car, Eric's rear facing and Levi and Jack are on either side and they're forward facing. But we all obviously wanted stuff that wasn't messy and that was baby safe and wouldn't cause like a distraction to the driver, which is some noisy toys out there. So what I found, this is one of the original ones we had on our Vancouver trip, was these Water Magic books. So basically you have your little, I put paintbrushes because they came with a little like water pen, but it's so small that you get like 6 drops in there, and then you're refilling them, and that's obviously not safe while driving to have to refill this little pen with water and like be turning around or whatever. So they have all these little clear or blank pages, and you paint on them with water and it like magically appears. But obviously water is safe and like dries up easy and isn't going to wreck the car seat, is not paint that little baby can get to. So Jack had lots of fun with these. Even some days, stuck together. Yeah, even some days the boys will find these in like my closet where I have packed away for activities, and they will paint with them up at the counter, and it's great for just, yeah, an activity for boys to do. So this is one that we had for Levi, is the sweet little Paw Patrol one, because he loves pups. So then even with each activity, they're like, hey, 2 pups are just coming out of the elevator. Can you reveal them? So it's like specifically painting in this area. So I'm always on the lookout for more of these because the boys have used them quite often, and it might be nice to have other ones. That superhero one is looking a little soggy. So obviously they had their water bottles in there. Jack took his off when there was only a little water in the bottom so he could paint. So Jack had, I like the interests of each boy, and I had some free time on Thursday afternoon and when Eric was napping. So I know that Jack loves Lego. So he had brought this Lego car. This was in the dropping pieces. This was in the car already, and he kind of puts it together, takes it apart, and like Lewis has helped him build it and has picked him out and stuff. So it's so fun. So I thought, hey, if I make something out of Lego for Jack, he'll play with it, he'll rebuild it, he'll make something different, kind of like use all these random parts and see where his imagination go. So this is pretty close to the one I made. A little things have changed, which is awesome. I love that. So this is a little guy I made, and I had to I made up a little story for him and named him so that it was more like, I don't know, inspiring for Jack to make him better or to have a little story for him. So he has this little cart here, little wheels, and he just this little bug. This is a little robot. So this is Gibby. I have no idea where I got that name from either. This is little Gibby, and he's got a little spinner thing, and he's got this. I don't even know what you call it. So I made a little robot for Jack to play with, which was so much fun. And then Lewis's mom had bought them robots, I think for when we were in quarantine. Had these little robots, and so Jack loves these ones, and you can take them apart and switch them and stuff. So he had robots in his little bag. He's also really good to know that this little guy has a tiny little head that comes off, so obviously that's not Eric safe. So Jack is really, really good about okay, here's your toy, but don't share with Eric. So here's some of the other pieces that were on Gibby that he took off and tried to make something else. I also had these little guys. They're little suction cup hands and feet. And I remember when Jack was little, he would stick it onto the window and then see how long it would take for it to fall off and just laugh and laugh and laugh. And like, this is baby safe too. They're all connected and glued on. So that was Jack's little bag. I think he also had a alphabet book that must be still in the car, I think. So we moved to Levi's bag, and Levi has a Paw Patrol pencil zipper case. And these are color Wonder pens. So there's, I think, 4 or 5 colors in there. And No Mess Paw Patrol. I think we were given this for one Christmas when Jack was little, or Jack's birthday. And the markers are, I'll show you. The markers are clear, and like they make no color. There's no color on skin. They only color on this special paper. So this is Paw Patrol. So Levi had Levi had lots of fun. We're still working on lines, but he's 2 years old, so I'm not too worried. Oh, I also made a little robot for Levi. This is what made it back. There was another like cylinder one, like a little face, and it was a little green dino. Levi had these magnetic Magna sticks. So obviously these are safe too. They're big. They're not gonna be not good for a baby. So that was in his little pack. He also had, they also had snacks. They each had 2 snacks in their little bag, and that was whenever they were snacky or anything. Levi didn't eat his fruit snack. Oh, and this was in Levi's bag. So he had a little black, we call him Sticky Man, little Sticky Man. So there's this little guy, and he also has suction hands too. So I'm not sure if he played with them. Like, honestly, I was sleeping a little bit because I was up at 5. And then Levi also had this guy. So it's a little car, but then it transforms. And if you ask Jack, it goes, that's the noise it makes, which I'm very proud. Boy, mom. It's a little robot on the underside. So it flips up. Ooh, who's that? And goes back. So that was in Levi's bag. He also had the same big robot as Jack for pieces. And then got them a set. So that was Levi's bag because he ate his snacks. And in Eric's bag, which he had this wooden puzzle, which he's put back together. He kind of stuck in one spot and would play there and got in the water a little bit to wash his hands and feet and stuff because he was covered. And like little sandy baby toes is just so cute, so precious. I love it so much. And he had a sucky, which he uses sometimes. Oh, another piece. And like these are all baby safe, they're wooden. Eric had a little fruit bar, but obviously needed help opening it. I did stick some more in here because obviously the other ones got eaten up. He had a fruit pack. So then there was a Bear Paw. This is the Bear Paw's veggies and fruits oatmeal, which they boys really loved. So they each had one of those, which I replaced because they ate them. They ate them all. So, and that's the end of Eric's. He also had a small water bottle. The boys all had water bottles in there. They had their hats tucked in so that they weren't getting crushed or squished, and then they zipped them up and had just their handles there. So it was nice just to have them. When I packed up the car, I had these just kind of in front of their seats, and then they could grab them whenever. It was easy for me to reach and just hand them back to them. Another thing I've added is there's this certain slime. I think it's literally at Dollarama. Galaxy slime. And it's safe for clothes. It's safe for other things. And my boys love Play-Doh. They love slime. They love anything that they can build and mold and create and stuff. And like Jack, when he was little, I'll try and find a picture. When Jack was little, he would wrap it around his wrist like a watch. He'd make this little like slime watch. And it would stay there, like it wasn't falling off. It's not drippy or anything. Like it's just very moldable. And what's that? Do you got slime?
No, a watch.
Jack made a watch. And you're on the table.
He climbed all the way on the table.
Yeah, that's one of my hacks, is to have each kid have their own little travel bag, have snacks, and yeah, just kind of have their own things to do. We went to Sylvan Lake, and it was, I don't know, 3-4 hours in the car, and so it worked really well. We'll make sure that I have some pictures because we played on the beach. It was so windy, which is why I felt like we burnt so bad, because it didn't feel super hot, but like the wind kind of took it all away. So it was kind of shocking when we got up the next day, and like my calves are so tight and pink and hot when we got up like later yesterday evening, that it was just, why am I so burnt? And it was overwhelming and shocking at the same time, but I'm glad our kids were all good and protected. Levi's back was a little red at the top there, but it was so fun. It was fun to go out and have a little day trip and just have some fun as a family, have some beach days. And Eric did so well. He sat on the beach. He, as you'll see in some of the pictures, he ate some sand, which I feel like babies just do. So I wasn't too concerned, but obviously it was teaching him not to eat all the sand, to leave some on the beach. But we did really well, and then we packed sandwiches and snacks and just kind of had a whole day to hang out and visit. We all went for ice cream at a local shop there, and that was really yummy. Another one of my hacks is to have everything at your hands on the beach. Make sure when you're out and about that you're drinking lots of water. We had, packed sandwiches, and everyone had at least 2 or 3 waters, like the reusable water bottles that we packed. And in the cooler we packed we had one long ice pack. We had everyone's extra bottle of water in there. Then we packed some snacks, and then we packed the sandwiches that I made on the very top, and then had some ice packs on the outside and around the front, and a couple light ones on top, so everyone was staying cool. We just picked up like a soft cooler. I'll post a picture with the bags and the cooler, and it was awesome. It was the perfect size for a day trip. And Jack loved the water. He was running around with Lewis in the water, and Levi would make huge piles, huge mountains of sand, and just play in there. And yeah, it was lots of fun. It was good to be out with some family too. So I will insert some pictures and a couple other, up close pictures of things we brought, and it'll be good. It'll be good to get this video up because I am so late. Dude, it's Saturday at 3:15 now. So I'm a bit behind, but I'll have lots of time this week coming to upload my next video where I talk about being a hot mess mom and learning about myself. Because the last couple weeks I had made a video like get to know me and letting people know me. Well, this time it's learning what I've learned about myself, about as being a mom of 3, a wife, a friend, all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited. It's good to have some inspiration for videos and just kind of where my passion is right now, where my heart is at, that I can share with you, which is so fun. I love having your comments and reading those and just seeing what your guys' opinion, what you guys think. So yeah, let me know some of your tricks, your hacks for traveling or even day-to-day stuff, because mama needs some help. That would be great. Much appreciated. So thank you so much for taking the time and watch this video, and we will see you next week. Bye.